Hey, this is Mark Williams with Swine Life Barbecue. Today we're going to cook up some pork tenderloin sliders. We're going to make a cranberry jalapeno barbecue sauce to top them. First thing we're going to do is get them seasoned up, then we'll get them out on the Gateway drum smoker, let it start dripping on them coals, working them great flavors. The first thing we're going to do is get these pork tenderloins trimmed up. It doesn't take much, but they do have some silver skin and stuff like that I want to get off. So to season these today, you can use whatever flavors you like. We're going to run our very own grit and grind. It's a great combo with pork. So we're gonna go a little bit, probably a medium coat of grit. You wanna stick to a good savory rub. When we top it with this cranberry sauce, it's gonna be a great combination. So we'll let these sit out here on the cutting board, let that rub start doing its job. We'll get out here and get this Gateway drum smoker fired up and we'll get them on the pit. So to get this Gateway drum smoker fired up, we're gonna fill our charcoal basket up with some Royal Oak lump charcoal and get them lit. So you can tell we got a good little bed of coals lit. That's just what you want before you get the lid on this drum. We're gonna go ahead and get a couple pieces of pecan laid over here on these coals. And then of course we'll lay these pork tenderloins across here. I'm gonna put them kinda in the center. I want them to drip on them coals and start working that good flavor. So to make our jalapeno cranberry barbecue sauce, I'm gonna start with about a teaspoon of olive oil just to keep these jalapenos from not sticking. We got 2 jalapenos diced up. We're gonna let these simmer and kind of saute just for a few minutes and soften up before we add any other ingredient. So these jalapenos are starting to soften up. We got 1 teaspoon of the zest of an orange. Then we got a 1/2 cup of orange juice with the pulp, 1/2 cup of brown sugar, 1/2 cup of your favorite barbecue sauce, still over about a medium to high heat right now. We got a 1/2 cup of water. Now we're gonna let this mixture sit here and go for a few minutes. You wanna get it to a low boil, and then we'll add our cranberries in. We're gonna go ahead and add 12 ounces of cranberries and then top it off with a 1/4 cup of white sugar. It's been about 20 minutes. Let's see how these tenderloins are coming along. We're gonna get a probe in it, go dead center, and then get the lid back on. So these tenderloins hit about that 125. That'll give us plenty of time to get this glaze on there and let it set. All I'm gonna do is pour a little bit of this Killer Hogs barbecue sauce over the top, get it brushed in. Do the same to this little one. Make sure you get all the ends and edges. And then we'll get these pork tenderloins right back on. Put this one off to the side over here. About another 10 minutes, they'll be done. She's done. So we're gonna go ahead and get the probe out, get this placed over here in the pan. We've brought the pork tenderloins in, let them rest for about 10 or 15 minutes. That gave us time to finish our sauce. The first thing I'm gonna do is cut up this one. We're gonna kind of slice it on the bias, and we're gonna do a little bit thicker slice. You can see, I mean, it's just packed full. Perfect cook on that. Let's give it a try just by itself. That right there has a great flavor, and of course that texture is perfect. So let's get a little slider built. We have the Hawaiian roll sliders. It's a good sweet bread. It's gonna complement this pork well as well. We'll go ahead and put 2 on there. We'll get the lid off our cranberry sauce. It's done got good and thick. Take a good heaping spoon of it. It's not your average pork slider right there, but I bet it's fixing to be good. If anything, I know it's gonna be messy. The first thing that stands out is that jalapeno. It complements that cranberry. It really wakes those flavors up. This is an excellent little sandwich, I'm not gonna lie. That's a wrap for us today at Swine Life. These little sliders would be great for any of your holiday get-togethers. It's a different flavor, a different take on a pork slider, and you're gonna love it.